will be praised action set to deliver for you right now, featuring the Chaotic from Rebel and Coach Dalt MC's Badass Women's Association. So this is a Week 2 matchup in our Ardent Followers Conference, Tar and Feather Division. I am the voice of MVP, Stymie, here to bring you all the action, all the calls, all the strategy as we kick off our Week 2 of our 6th season here at Enough Will Be Praised, PlayStation 4's premier Blood Bowl 2 professional league. So, looks like right now we've got some inducements. So far, it looks like the inducement money was spent on Hothrock, who is a star player Bull Centaur, which is a genius move by Rebel, giving him the opportunity there in order to even out. He lost a Bull Centaur in Week 1 in his match against Shushnik's Knight of the Living Dread. So this is actually going to be very helpful for him to help maintain a chance at victory. He only has 3 pieces here, but one's got Claw, Mighty Blow. He's got 3 Claw pieces, one with Mighty Blow. But Claw doesn't really make a difference because the Amazons are already AV7. So really no advantage for Claw, but the Mighty Blow will definitely come in handy, and he also has a Mighty Blow sure-handed Bull Centaur here. So it looks like Dalt MC is going to take the ball first. He has a number of players with guard. Almost all his blitzers have guard, which is going to give him a bit of an advantage as it comes to stacking up and attacking. Of course, guard gives you the strength assist on a block, even if you are marked by an opposing player. One of the most underrated and probably key skills for a team like the Amazons to stack up to help keep the bash under control and to help do some bash themselves. So right off the bat, the kickoff goes to IDB Wells Barnett. So she has got the ball there, and she's got wrestle and an agility up. Looking back here, we got Harriet Tubman, a block, sure-handed thrower. Then we've got a diving tackle. Rosa Parks has diving tackle. Then looking here, he's got a blitzer with tackle, Mighty Blow. Tackle really won't come into play against a Chaos Dwarf team, but we'll see. So right off the bat, we get a hit first, and it looks like he goes right after his tackle piece, which is very smart because you're going to want, as a going up against Amazons, every member of the team has dodge. So your tackle piece is going to be absolutely imperative that you keep him on the pitch and keep him healthy, because you are going to need that. Ooh, Dub Skulls right off the bat, re-rolling into a successful. He'll be able to take the stumble, knock the line down. So another karate kick there. So right off the bat, we have 3 downed chaotic members, but we do have 2 rerolls left, because now that he's burnt that reroll, so it'd be interesting to see. First turn reroll burnt, and Dalt's not afraid. He's still throwing them dice, even though a negative dice result will leave him wide open to getting cracked by this Bull Centaur on a double go for it. Grab, pretty good skill there that allows you to manipulate where you can move your opponent wherever you would like, but you can't take Frenzy then, so not that I expected he probably would be taking Frenzy with Susan B. Anthony, but she's a pretty ferocious player, so pretty safe move right there. Dalt moves back into his D path, and you'll see probably like a quasi cage setup situation, yes, because there's no movement that's going to blitz him from a rear corner, so he may potentially have to worry about the other blitz. Dalt is one of our founding coaches here at Enough Will Be Praised, and one of our pretty important coaches to the history of the league. He stepped up last season and took on some administrative roles when myself needed to take a little bit of a break from the world of Blood Bowl, so we here at Enough Will Be Praised really appreciate Dalt MC stepping up, and he's also the host of our low-budget show, the low-budget MVP recap show, where we go over all the action for the week Those are usually released on Mondays on our YouTube channel. So good stuff there. Pretty decent turn to start out for Dalt. He had put his will down. He created some separation there, which is smart. The goal is always to create separation on your turn. You do not want to leave your Amazons based. You do that, you're opening them up to get cracked. Now, if I didn't know any better, I would say he's probably going to blitz with his tackle piece, just so that he has an opportunity to get someone down. But he's not going to be doing it over here. All this guard is going to neutralize that tackle piece. Pretty smart play, actually, by Dalt there. So it looks like he's going right off the bat. See, he does not have tackle, and she's got dodge, so she's not going anywhere. Not going on the down just to push. Pretty smart, though. It looks Rebels got a nice defense here. It's kind of just a straight line defense with his Bull Centaurs on opposing sides of the pitch. And then he has his Hobgoblin. I don't know that I would have based my Bull Centaur into these here. So because of the guard. The guard is going to give the advantages. So you're not neutralizing anything by putting your Bull Centaur there, unless you're hoping he's going to be staying standing so that you can then get a follow-up hit on one of these badass women. Dalt is a dedicated Amazon coach. In our first cycle set, he did use a dwarf team called Swole that he actually was able to get into the Nuffle Challenge Series final in Season 1 before ultimately falling to Midway Monster and his Varangian Guard Norse team. But now that we're in our second set of seasons, Season 6 in our second cycle, we do 3 season cycles. Now that Amazons have been announced with the Legendary Edition, Dalt switched to his mainstay team, so he absolutely knows what he's doing with these Amazons. So, here we go again. Looks like he's going to have to re-roll that, and he's only going to get a push. So, Dalt is running out of rerolls. Only got himself 1 reroll left on turn 2. That's the danger you run into when you go against Chaos Dwarves, because all of the blockers have block. And unless you make sure all of your players have block, it might be a long, tough go there. But both his Bull Centaurs have block. The star player Bull Centaur, as well as his main Bull Centaur. Very interesting. Pretty aggressive caging there by Dalt. But he's moved most of his guard pieces, so he's got to watch. If some things go well, they definitely could go for, they'll probably push and stay off. Yep, I expected that. Now he's definitely going to need to bring somebody in on this corner, crash this down, and then he potentially has an opportunity to get at the ball carrier. Probably not a great opportunity, but you might see him go behind with Hothrock and try to crash a corner and get a body on the ball, which would not be a bad idea. Of course, Dalt has 2 different diving tackle pieces, which are difficult to dodge away from, although you're not going to see a lot of dodging from the chaotic, if I had to guess. Rebases up with his claw piece on the guard piece there. Like I said, he's got guard everywhere, so but he can still get the 2-die with the mark here. And it looks like we're going to see our first blitzer go down. Americana has going down, and no armor break. Even with the mighty blow, only a 6 there. Would have needed a 7 or an 8 for that that mighty blow to kick in, give him that +1 there. So. Ooh, there we go. 1-die block.
Dead fish? Let's enforce behind those punches.
Not sure what kind of strategy we'll see here from Rebel. Looks like he's content to just play contain at the moment, try to keep those pieces up and guarded. Now that he's down 1 with the Gizit Khan. So here we go, crossing over there, and yep, goes against the corner like I expected. Oh no. Not the piece I expected he would go after, but oh, I get it. Takes the guard piece down, That'll give him the opportunity to throw a block now. Now that with that there. But stand firm. See, very, very smart on Dalt's part, doing everything he can to keep away and keep his cage secure with that stand firm. So he advances a little with his Hobgoblin here. Sure-handed Goblin, Aujala Khan. Creases over here, and you might see this Goblin come down right around here to kind of seal this edge. But still, maybe not. Ooh, another POW. Here we go. So some POWs for Rebel to start the match. Good stuff. Only gets the one stun though, but it is on a guard piece, so that is a pretty quality stun there. So still got 11 players on the pitch for both sides. One stun on each side. That should be alleviated by the end of next turn for both players there. So now, pretty good containment there, but right off the bat, of course, with the guard, gets a separation there. Probably not going to see a lot of stunning or injuries on the Chaos Dwarf blockers because they have Thick Skull and AV9. Thick Skull is like the reverse Mighty Blow, gives them that +1 protection to keep a knockout and turns a knockout into a stun, which is a heck of a skill. And then, of course, they're already high armor value makes them very difficult to take down. Hobgoblins, on the other hand, are very fragile, being an 87. So I think now that he's got him double based here, I think we're going to see a hit on this Bull Centaur. If Dalt can figure out a way to get a piece over there for the assist, so that it's, instead of it just being a 1-die, it's a 2-die, owing to the fact that he has strength 4. So strength 3 plus 1 base makes a strength 4, but he's going to need another base right there in order to make that a 2-die on that piece. And that's exactly what he does. The Bull Centaurs are the most dangerous players on the pitch, so you want to get them off if you can. And it looks like he's going to help create a nice little crease for himself. Now that he's open there, he could kind of flub the zone here, move a little bit with his ball carrier. Yep, looks like that's what he's content to do. And of course, because the Chaotic or the Chaos Dwarf team has limited movement outside of your Bull Centaurs, I mean, your Goblins got movement 6, your Hobgobs, so that's not terrible. But at the same time, it's not great. So but then again, the Amazons only have movement 6, so he's not really putting himself away or apart from the position by doing this. So it looks like he reconstitutes his cage over here, and that's a very tough cage to crack into because of the guard, because of the diving tackle. He's got two diving tackle corner cage pieces that'll allow him to move his ball carrier away and keep somebody tied up, and then the front of the cage is guard. So, and it looks like he's committing as many of his pieces as he possibly can in order to tie up that Bull Centaur. But I still would expect to see. He can't do it now unless he's going to blitz. This Bull Centaur does have break tackle, which is a hell of a skill to have. With that break tackle, I would expect to see this Bull Centaur crash this corner of this cage at some point.
That player went down like a sack of snorkeling unmentionables.
All right, we're up to a nice amount of viewers there. I want to thank everybody who's tuning in so far. Remember to check out nbp-pro.com for all your Nuffleby praised PS4 Blood Bowl 2 needs. Like I said, this is week 2. We've got a pretty cool announcement about a competition upcoming probably in the next few days that we're going to be running shortly. Well, not shortly, but we're going to be announcing it shortly, and it may take some time to shore up, but it's one of our more popular competitions coming back that we've done in the past, so I'm pretty excited. Looks like we're going to get another Powsy Wowsy here on Louisa May Alcott from Hothrock. And, ooh, Louisa May Alcott is knocked out, so that is good for Rebel. So first thing he does there is he puts a crack on there, so now we've got a one-player advantage on the pitch right now for Chaotic. He'll probably wake up his Boltar and do a blitz, gets the 1-die push. I wouldn't be surprised if he pushed, yeah, that way, and then just stayed. That way he's making it harder, because you can't put a player here unless he has guard in order to get the 2-die on him, because Toxin Claydan would stop it. Granted, he can move up, boom, and then he's got guard, guard, and then he's got his 2-die with relative ease right there. But I am not sure if that's the route that he will be going. And, of course, he's got two of his players kind of, Susan B. Anthony and Jadwiga Hedwig are kind of off all on their own, on their lonesome. They're separated from the main force there. So it looks like he's bringing her back so she can base. Stands up Hedwig. And we'll see what Dalt plans to do here on his next turn. Moves back. We'll probably see a hit on this Hobgoblin. Or that Hobgoblin up there. Something. Yep, just as I suspected there. Hits off the ball carrier. So now the ball carrier is free again currently, but can't really go anywhere at the moment. Kind of blocked up with tackle zones here. Blocked up with tackle zones there. Looks like we're going to see another push-off, probably not a follow-up. Oh, we do see a follow-up. Keeps the Hobgoblin tied up. Keeps the dirty player tied up with the a diving tackle piece. I believe that is dirty player, not sneaky get. Yes, that is dirty player. So we might see a foul at some point for dirty player. And of course, that gives you the +1 roll. Not to be confused with sneaky get, which of course allows you to stay on the pitch after a failed foul if you get doubles. And we're going to see a surf on the, no big loss there, no injury, and of course is just a journey Hobgoblin. So now we've got pitch parity right now, as we have one player off the pitch for both teams. Is that 2 Harper Lees? It is. You can't have 2 Harper Lees. Oh, Doomhead. Doomhead is down. Nothing's gonna happen to him. That's another. No big loss there because he does have 2 reserves, so he could still go back up to 11 players, despite being at 9 right now. But still a fortuitous situation so far. So Dalt is content to slowly move up the pitch with that ball. We're gonna see if Rebel is going to be able to engineer him a situation where he can get a base on the ball carrier. I fully expect Living Beard to hit Cleopatra, move forward to get a forward corner base on the ball carrier on Ida B. Wells Barnett, and then I would expect Drock Greenblood to perhaps hit on Spike to try to get that going. But first things first is you have to get your Bull Centaur out of surf danger. Because you cannot afford to have your Bull Centaur, the most valuable piece, on a Chaos Dwarf team. You can't afford to go down one of those. Rebel learned that the hard way in his Week 1 match against Shushnik, who was a little foul crazy, if we're going to be honest, in Light of the Living Dread. 9 fouls with only 2 ejections, which is absolutely ridiculous. And killed one of the Bull Centaurs, as well as maimed a couple of his Chaos Dwarf blockers. So he gets the blitz in here in the corner, gets the push, but rerolls it, gets the POW, Juggernaut. So he's going to, yep, and now he's got a push right there on the corner. It really wasn't Juggernaut. If he had gone with the both down on the blitz, it would have been Juggernaut because he could have pushed it over. So. Also killed a Shorf blocker via foul, so pretty damaging fouls for Rebels team to sustain. And here we go. Here comes this tackle piece. Now that's a good move right there. Rebels got double base now on the ball carrier, including his tackle piece. He's going to be able to hit Susan B. Anthony with an assist here, and then free up the other ball carrier to put on the corner. And that will then free up a 2-die on Elizabeth Cady Stanton. So just a dodge. I don't know if you'll see him probably follow up there. Interesting. I don't know that I would have followed up because that would have allowed you to get a 2-die over on Elizabeth Cady Stanton. But he could still move this piece down to get that 2-die if he so desires. But it looks like he's just going to go in there and try to base it up. So, Dalt's potentially in trouble here. I say potentially because Dalt is pretty slick. Oh! Jada Hedwig goes down. What do we have? No long-term effect. So now we are back to parity on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get that on a t-shirt, parody on the pitch. That is one of my catchphrases. I was told I need catchphrases. So my first one, boom, parody on the pitch. So right now it's 9-9, both players, chaotic. Pretty successful turn for the chaotic. Interesting to see what Dalt MC is going to do here on his follow-up turn. Blitz is up here, and of course, first thing, gets the 2-die because of all that guard. Pushes down. Now, he's not going to be able to hit that Bull Centaur with a ball carrier, but he does have dodge, so it's not going to be very difficult to extricate himself from the situation. But wherever he goes, he is going to be in danger of getting hit. We'll probably see another 2-die right now on the Bull Centaur because of guard here, and then he can hit with his Mighty Blow guard tackle piece. You'll probably see Americana hit the Bull Centaur, get that. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, maybe now we will. Yep, now I would expect Americana to hit that Bull Centaur. But even though Americana has guard, yeah, there you go. So that would work. Because that would make it a 5, even minus would make it a 1-1. But I don't know if Khan basing Americana would hurt Americana. Does guard work for yourself? Or no? You can't do that, right? So that base does count if that's the piece that's attacking. You'd still lose your strength from having Ojit Khan there, so it'd go down to 2, then up to 3 and 4. Somebody in the chat can drop some knowledge on me, or we'll see an attack and then we'll know. And that's what we thought. Little evasion there on Dalt's part. So, and then he's going for it. Very interesting. He's leaving himself wide open here. I'm very surprised. I mean, I expect he'll probably dodge away, and he's got to put some assists over there. Otherwise, he's hanging his ball carrier out to dry. He's got Converse is got tackle, and he is not based right now. So all he needs to do is move Dumax to base, and then Converse can make it really bad time for Ida B. Wells Barnett, and that's what I expected there. So now he could still base to get the corner, but now he's going to have to risk a double go for it in order to hit the ball carrier. So pretty smart on Dalt's part. Make Rebel roll the dice if he wants to go at. And, of course, it looks like he's going to, yes. Oh, no! Nanner peels, and is he going to waste his last reroll of the turn? He does waste his last reroll of the turn. So he's trying to make it so that it's harder to get at. But quite frankly, he could still get to that ball carrier. That is not something. Oh, Boltar is injured! No long-term effect. I would consider, doesn't use his apothecary. I would have almost considered using my apothecary there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a freaking huge injury. To go down a Bull Centaur in the first half, that's rough. So here we go. Yep, looks like he's basing. And it looks like we're going to see, yep, he could still go over the top here, corner to corner, I believe. There we go. And that's why tackle is so huge, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a solid tackle.
An absolutely necessary skill. So now we've got a hit on the ball carrier. Now I would expect, unfortunately it does not look like he can get many of his players there, so he still can just scoop around, go up and advance, but he will then leave himself open to a follow-up hit. So very interesting there. Looks like we're going to see an attack on probably Americana there. Loner! Interesting use of reroll. Gets the push. Good job there, trying to tie up the rest of the team. So that he's got to take dice actions to extricate himself. Get another push there, and we'll probably see him follow up. Oh no, well he's still based here in the corner, and then he can still flood out the back here and go in. That's a great question. Why no break tackle dodge to get him by the ball carrier? I agree, Tommy. I don't think he's used break tackle yet. It's one of the best things to put on your, especially when your bull centaur is strength 5. I mean, I would do that personally. Oh, that's all right. She's gonna try to seal the back end with his. So pretty good move, pretty good turn for Rebel. But Dalt still has plenty of answers. He has dodge, so he can dodge forward, take this guy over here, kind of mark the corner and use him sacrificially. But he's out of rerolls, so okay. I could see Dalt trying to pick the ball up and then maybe throw to his piece down the pitch. And it'll force Rebel to split his reserves there and go after the deep threat, so to speak. Now we'll see bases on the diving tackle, so he's going to have to make an answer for him.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a
And that's going to free up. Now it's going to free up Harriet Tubman. She can go around and be a running buddy for that deep player right now. Probably going to, okay.
The attacker has an assist.
Oh, and then another POW. Dalt with the POW dice, having some pretty good luck. Injuries and removals have been even, of course, because we do have on pitch parity. So, well, we no longer do. No, we do not actually. Since the Bull Centaur went down, we have lost pitch parity. So, pick the ball carrier up. We're gonna see a throw here. And a catch. Pretty good move by Dalt there. And he's you know, they can't go for it. So he's only going to get a 1 die with a reroll. But he has tackle, so that's going to be 2 out of 6 results will be positive for him. Actually, 3 out of 6 because there's no block. So still pretty decent odds for Dalt there, especially. And he can also break tackle with this Bull Centaur in order to mark and then still get the 2 die. It will take GFIs, but the Bull Centaur has the sure feet. So as you can see, he's obviously trying to do his best to keep that Bull Centaur out of the equation. And yes, and he's putting up roadblocks. And that will make it a little bit tougher for him now, because even with the block, he'd have to do a dwarf escape. So looks like he can do 2 GFIs or 3 GFIs of the Bull Centaur and go and get she still gets the 2 die because the Bull Centaur is strength 5. So I'd fully expect him to take Hythland Livingbeard over here to base in the corner here. Oh no, he wants to hit these people first before he potentially goes for a blitz. And I could appreciate that. Oh no, here he goes.
It's risky.
I like this.
Ooh, nice move by Rebel. Gets what he wants. Gets the mark on the ball. Puts Elizabeth Cady Stanton down, diving tackle or not. That's pretty good. Now he's going to be able to hurt these 2 players potentially, and then move his dirty player up to base Ida B. Wells Barnett, but she's got an agility 4, so but if she goes to pick the ball up, she won't have the movement to get in the end zone because she'll have to move all those pieces laterally. So looks like we get a 2 die here. We're strongly thinking about the reroll, I bet. Stand firm is such a pain sometimes to deal with, and the guard piece is still going to give him the assist there, but oh, here we go. Ooh, Cleopatra is knocked out. That we are back to pitch parity, folks, and that is a very huge knockout because that's removing a diving tackle piece off the pitch, or excuse me, a stand firm guard piece off the pitch, which that's pretty good to get. That's a piece that you don't want to deal with. So pretty great turn for Rebel. Did everything I would have expected. So now Dalt is going to have to think a little bit outside the box to get this score in. He still has plenty of answers, plenty of players on the pitch, and the movement to get there with the 2 turns. So he's not in a terrible position, so to speak, but he's not in a great position either. He's going to have to get another. He's gonna have to get a couple more bases on that Centaur if he wants a 2-die owing to the strength 5. Not sure if that's what he wants or if he just wants to tie up that Bull Centaur, which again he's got break tackle, so not really much of a tie up unless you count that Elizabeth Cady Stanton has diving tackle, but I don't expect her to stand her up just to get cracked by a Bull Centaur. So it'll be pretty interesting here. So here comes the blitz, and it's going to be on the Bull Centaur, and then we'll probably see. Yep, even with any rerolls left. Don't worry, he's getting the pows, ladies and gentlemen. So now he's off on the ball carrier. He doesn't have the movement to get in the end zone with him, and does not have the reroll. So, oh, well, that's fortuitous right there. So now, but I mean, you stand up that Bull Centaur, no question. You probably throw a mighty blow hit on Rosa Parks, and then that frees up your other piece to base the corner, and then you're gonna hit with your mighty blow piece on the ball carrier. That's what I would do. I would use Dumax to hit Rosa Parks, then that would free Converse up to hit with mighty blow. But you may not even also want to risk that. You may just want to. Oh, here we go. Tackle. Now, see, that I don't understand. Why do you use your tackle piece on hitting Rosa Parks? You wanted to use your tackle piece on the ball carrier. That's what you wanted to do. So, I mean, again, folks, it's theory bowling. So when you're playing the game, sometimes you don't see that. I have made 1,000 boneheaded mistakes while playing, and things that were less than ideal. So, not indicting either of the coaches here for their movement. It's a lot easier when you don't have a stake in the game and you're watching to say, well, I would have done that. That's what I would have done. So I get it. Believe me, I get it. But I probably would have based and then freed up and then thrown the hit with Converse on the ball carrier. Still gonna see a blitz here, but
Defensive pressure down.
oh really? 2 more tackle pieces near the ball? Where? Oh, he's got tackle too! Son of a bitch! I reverse everything I just said. He knows exactly what he's doing. Gets the tackle and oh, there you go. Ooh, good bounce for Rebel. Difficult bounce for Dalt. All right there. So yes, I take that back. I did not realize both his that he had tackle on both Chorf blockers. Oh, 3 of them. They all have tackle. Oh well, never mind then. I thought only the one did. And there you go. I still would have hit with the mighty blow piece. So I rest my case.
A thrown player is a dead player, oft times at any rate.
Tried the dodge there and stunned him. Well, he's gonna be. He can't reach. Can barely reach. So none of these players are scoring threats. Now we're gonna see a pickup and probably waltz into the end zone.
Good catch. And oh, so near to the end. He scored.
Wow, great job by Dalt. He scored on turn 8, exactly what he wanted. Ate up the entire half, but pretty great defense on Rebel's part, I have to say. He did what he could do, and he did have the ball on the pitch on turn 8. Dalt was out of rerolls, so only gets 1 wake up, but Dalt does have 2 reserves, so lucked out. Yeah, without those rerolls, he still did it. So looks like he's gonna at least get some hits. And I'd like to see this dirty player sneak it, commit a foul. I mean, let's be honest, we all want to see that, right? I still feel like I would have used my Apothecary to guarantee my Bull Centaur coming back off a badly hurt. What do we think, fans? I mean, yes, he runs the risk of his blockers, but his Chaos Dwarf blockers are extraordinarily hard to injure. So and you don't give a shit about hobgoblins, right? That's my rationale. I still have to come back and theory bowl something after I was such an idiot at the end of that last drive when I didn't realize all his blockers already had tackle. So I still want to see a foul. Let's see a foul here. So it looks like Dalt's down to 10 pieces on the pitch. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 to 10. 10 to 10. Pitch parity, ladies and gentlemen. On pitch parity. So let's, that should be good. Obviously, Rebel's going to want to get a couple more removals. Hopefully of the more permanent kind on this turn. That'll help him going into the second half. Daltas trying to, I believe, or he's pledging an all-tie season is his goal. I don't know if he really means that or if he's just being dumb. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays on defense and how hard he tries to prevent. Oh, and BAWA gets another reroll, which they obviously can't use because they've already used their last turn of the half. So if I were Harper Lee, Helena Troy, or the other Harper Lee, I would be worried. Oh, boo! That's okay though. He can surf that guard piece. Okay, so now he can hit with his other piece there, his Mighty Blow claw piece, or he can hit with his centaur. There we go. Despite having AV7, I gotta tell you, these Amazons hold up pretty well for AV7. Let's see a reroll here now. Yes. All right, Mighty Blow claw hit coming at you. Not that the claw matters. And nice, good knockout. Harper Lee is down, so that could potentially be another player off the pitch. And now we'll see a hit here. And here we go again. Just a stun. But we're going to see a foul here, I imagine. I would expect. You got a dirty player right there. You got a dirty player right there. You got to foul that. You got to foul Helena Troy. You got to foul Helena Troy. You've already got 2 marks on it. All you got to do is boom. 3rd mark, boom. 4th mark. All right, we'll go for the vanity pass. I mean, the vanity pass you're obviously trying to do if you're trying to gain points. But wasn't one of those players the one who was doing the throwing? That's the one to get the SPT was oh no, he was throwing to a journey hobgoblin. I think that was a huge missed opportunity to foul with that dirty player. He would have gotten the +1, plus he would have gotten all those bases. That would have been like a 70. That would have been like an 83% chance foul. So I don't know, or maybe even 100. But knowing what happened to him last week, I could totally see Rebels' trepidation towards fouling. But I feel like that would have been an appropriate foul and would have potentially removed a guard piece, which is a huge piece. So looks like he did get 1 wake up, but Rosa Parks, Harper Lee down, and of course Hedwig still injured. Over here we have just the 2 injuries: the Bull Centaur and the Journey Hobgoblin. So we've got 3, 6, 7, 8. We've got 10 players on the pitch to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players on the pitch. So parity again to start this second half. Wheelie, animosity would be an understatement. So, yes. I love Daltz to death. He's a good friend of mine. But yes, there's still some soreness there, and I'd rather not talk about it. Looks like we have a sandstorm or something to kick it off. Changing weather. Oh, a gust of wind. I think that gust was telegraphed before that kickoff event actually even happened. So nice deep kick by BAWA. Of course, he does have his sure hand hobgoblin back there to field the ball. So let's see some hits again.
Come on, guys, together.
Boo. Boo. Come on. Altus got him some luck going right now, folks. He's got to get hit. This one, Harper Lee's got to get hit. There we go. And another removal. Harper Lee is knocked out second time. She probably has probably some sort of concussive syndrome now. So that's a one-player pitch advantage for Chaotic. Nice pickup with the ball carrier. No rush to go anywhere. I would expect him to hang back or maybe even just advance and create some sort of cage. Yeah, he doesn't really have to worry about it. Oh, backwards handoff to the... Interesting. And then he moves up. And then we'll probably see these hobgoblins form the corners of a cage. Yep. Pretty expected, not surprising action there. And now will we see a blitz, straightforward, going right at... Oh, Louisa May Alcott is going down, folks.
Oh, I'm excited, Jim.
What? Alright, somebody explain to me why Louisa May Alcott didn't go on the ground there. Did he choose the push? Or did he choose the Juggernaut so he was able to turn the both down into a push? But he has block. Why would he do that? Or did the game do that? Is that one of them weird game glitch things? Because I feel like if you had the opportunity to knock somebody down, you want to knock somebody down. Am I wrong here? I don't understand that at all. Doesn't have block. So it looks like a super cage by Rebel. Ah, thank you, Kami. So so it is a voluntary skill, and you can choose to use it. And in that situation, he wouldn't have wanted to use it probably because he could have gotten a block to knock the player down, as opposed to the Juggernaut follow-up with Ben.
Need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Now this is where it could get dangerous for BAWA, because they're going to have to start basing to gum this shit up here. And you don't really want to be basing tackle, claw, or mighty blow pieces just to do it. So he's definitely exposing his players to some hits here. Looks like he's going right in on that centaur, gets the push. Gets him back, does not choose to base the ball carrier. Smart play. Now he's going to go down unless he gets a reroll. Now he's definitely going down. That's going to be a turnover. And Helena Troy is injured. Great result for Rebel there. That's another player off the pitch. And I'm pretty sure he's got to be pretty happy with that. Stands him right up. So now we're going to see some hitting. We're going to see some hitting. Yep, we're going to see a base over there. Gets to at least get a 1-die on that because that guard piece is providing him there, so that brings him back. He might want to hit that guard piece down, but again, guard is everywhere, so... Blitzes, and that's smart. He had to break up that guard. So he'll at least push a guard piece off the ball, so that now that will allow him to hopefully get some hits now. Because he can get a hit this. He's going to have to throw some 1-dies, though, if he's not willing to compromise that cage. So guard is such a pernicious skill to deal with sometimes when you're trying to figure out what you can do. So there you go. He'll at least get the push now. Back movement, so that gets a guard piece off the ball. But again, do you think he throws 1-dies here and here? He's got plenty of time, so... Ooh, huge 1-die. Huge 1-die. And Americana is off the pitch. We are running out of Zons, ladies and gentlemen. Running out of Zons. Now that we've got that, I would expect Cleopatra to get hit as well. And huge! Now it looks like Knuckles' luck is going for Rebel. And another knockout. Absolutely huge turn. Huge turn for Rebel. I mean, we are now down to 6 Zons on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. 6 Amazons against, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Yeah, 6 Amazons against 9 Chaos Dwarf players. That's a pretty sweet advantage. He's got all the time in the world, and he's got a movement, a guy that could go 9 spaces in a Bull Centaur. So no rush to score whatsoever. Now it will be interesting to see if Dalt plays some sort of defense and kind of pulls his guys back and tries to preserve, or if he doubles down and continues with the tie-up. Because if he keeps these pieces tied up like this, and he loses a couple more players, then it doesn't matter how many safeties you have back there. You're not going to have the pieces to be able to contest the ball. So, pretty solid turn from Rebel there. Yeah, he is. He's got a sure-handed hobgoblin who's just way deep there, just hanging out playing Nintendo. Hey, a hell of a match so far, folks. Even though it's 1-0, Rebel's got himself in a pretty solid position here. Oh, that's true. Maybe Rebel is leaving a hobgoblin safety, but I don't think so. For when the dice get funky like a monkey. I guess. Damn you and your strategies, Kami. Uh-oh. He just lets it lay. He's realizing I only have 2 rerolls left, and I'm going to need them if I'm going to be throwing red dice, which I'm probably going to be throwing at some point. So, pretty defensive turn as expected. Trying to keep those Zons to what he can do here. Now it'll be interesting here. Do you guys think Rebel goes for the tie, or do you think he goes to score with enough turns left and hoping that the Amazons being depleted would spell a chance for him to actually win this game? Because he still could potentially have 3 to 4 turns if he scores, and if he does not get those wake ups, then I don't know. I just don't know. So it looks like he gets his cage rebuilt there, and I expect he'll probably blitz with his Bull Centaur on Elizabeth Cady Staten, if I had to guess. Just so that his cage isn't based. Although he might want his cage to be based. Yep. Here comes Cady Staten. And there goes Cady Staten. Probably not what Dalt wanted to see. He's down to 5 players now with the Amazons. The question is, does he just leave the backfield open so Rebel can just waltz into the end zone, hope he gets a wake-ups, and then he himself can grind out the 2-1? Or do you think he columns in front and forces Rebel to move laterally and waste a turn? That will be interesting. This is tough. This is tough for Dalt. He's a good coach and he's got good plans and ideas, but defending with 5 players is not an easy thing to do, especially when you're playing against almost the full team and nasty pieces like his Chaos Dwarf blockers are. So, looks like he's going to try to throw a hit onto a Sneak It. I would expect. Oh no, he's going after throwing a 1-die on the Centaur.
Don't push him out.
Probably will not follow up.
Off
Yep.
the pitch.
Yep, so as expected, Dalt, he did do that there, but he did leave poor Louisa May Alcott. Louisa May Alcott's definitely going to get cracked by somebody, whether it's the Bull Centaur or him, and then he'll probably blitz off one of these pieces to make it more advantageous here, so... Did that Bull Centaur just take a shit? Did I just see that? I feel like I just saw filth fall off that Bull Centaur. I don't know if that was my imagination or not, but I feel like I did. Pretty risky there, leaving a very valuable Chaos Dwarf blocker on the edge of the pitch there. I would assume he's going to reconstitute his cage on the edge of the pitch, which, I mean, he'll probably be safe. But that's not something I would necessarily risk. But again, theory ball, take it with a grain of salt, folks, because when you do it yourself, it don't really matter. I would agree. Mighty Blow blitzing is probably one of his best options there. Looks like he'll probably bring the ball carrier in there. Will he bring anybody? I wouldn't bring someone else to seal. I'd probably just put somebody here instead of risking another player on a corner piece. But it'll be interesting to see what he plans to do there. Probably bring this loner guy up to do... oh, he's already double based, so no. I'd probably just bring the loner up to formulate the rest of that corner. Yeah, that Bull Centaur is pooping. And I do not think that is right. Just saying. So now he's got his cage secured again, so expect to see some violence. Bloody violence. Oh, just gets the push. Not going to re-roll it. Oh, he is going to re-roll it. Push into push. I don't know. I think that was a bad re-roll myself. But again, you know. But now he's got them all up in there. So even though he potentially isn't going to do it this turn, yep, now he's going to get a hit on him, and yep. There you go. Now he can free up Dark Blood to go base over here and kind of hold these guys up on the opposing side. Pooping on the elf grass. It's the Chorf way. Probably just push him off his pieces. Oh, follows up though. He ain't afraid. Dalton's not afraid. He doesn't care how many pieces he loses. He's gonna stand up to the Mighty Blow piece, no matter what.
Come on, guys, together.
Okay, and it looks like he's gonna get that attack on the Hobgoblin there. Got the ball carrier based. And will we see him dodge out with this blitzer to get another base on the ball carrier, or I don't know. But this next turn is where it can go south for Dolpho, because the turnaround to doing all of that basing is you leave your guys open to get hit. So I fully expect we're going to see some hits here. Probably Harriet Tubman or Spike's probably going to get hit. I would bring Greenblood down to base the corner, and then you can hit that guard piece right there, because Harriet Tubman does not have guard. So that's a smart move, and you'd probably want to free it up there. But who knows? He knows what he's doing. Lord knows I don't.
Getting up close and personal, Bob.
You Need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects
Rags
in your teeth.
to stumbles.
They're going to spend time on the bench.
Ooh. No long-term injury. She's okay, folks, but she's not coming back. Oh, she might be coming back this game. Now that's how you APO in an important piece. But now Dalt's riding dirty without an apothecary. So this could potentially be interesting. Yep, blitz off the ball carrier. Oh, well that dub skulls is going to stand. Crazy. So even with 4 players on the pitch, Dalt is still threatening the ball carrier. But there's plenty of time left, so even if he gets that ball carrier down, if you're Rebel, you don't really have to worry too badly, because you've still got chances. Now maybe he, instead of going after the ball carrier, maybe he surfs that that Chaos Dwarf blocker on a blitz. Because he can dodge out and corner hit here, and it would be surfing USA. There's no place for him to go.
All this focus on the ball is against
Just the
the
push.
spirit of the game.
Rerolls into a down Z in a row for that to work for Dalt. So I expect it to. He's thinking of how cheeky he wants to get with Louisa May Alcott. That's what I'm thinking. Probably decently cheeky. Just gonna troll out the end of his turn there. I see it. Huh. That doesn't seem right. We must be having a connection issue between the coaches.
Just what are you doing, Jim?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Bob. You caught me polishing my teeth.
Why are you polishing your fangs, Jim?
Since we are now zapped across the old world in high destiny cabal vision.
Oh
the viewers
boy.
can see everything,
Oh boy.
So I need to look my best.
Any minute now, folks. Any minute now, we will have Rebel's turn take place. You hate to see this. There's a hell of a Blood Bowl game here. We're in the nitty-gritty of the turns, and we're running the disconnect clock right now, most likely. Come on, Cyanide, don't fuck us here. We want to see a game. Or is it possible that it's is it me? Is it a Cabal TV error? Tommy, somebody chime in here on whether they feel that's a Cabal TV error and I should hop out and hop back in again, or whether they feel like it's a error of the of those guys playing. Thoughts?
You know, I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the maiming.
That would be
Anyone?
blood.
Anyone? Somebody tell me what to do in the chat here.
You can see that anytime at my house.
I can? Let's go there.
Yes, I would like to know if somebody could. Oh, thank you, Wheelie, for stepping up and finding out if they're going normal or if it's screwed. If it's normal, I'll just hop back in and start back on the third turn. So, not a big deal there, but can't see anything. Like the stream isn't going either. I don't know what you mean by can't see anything, Kami.
This is going to be decisive.
Pushing.
Trying to catch up reverse and maybe it'll wake it up.
They're attacking the ball carrier, Paul.
I know, Jim. I'm watching the same match as you.
This is a heck of a thing to happen, man. We're having such a good matchup here, and now... I don't know what that means. I don't know what stream going means. Alright, so should I leave and try to jack back in? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, because I can't get an answer from anybody one way or the other.
If you want to
So let's see
rewatch
if
the
we
last
can...
match to analyze your play, or
I think Cabal TV went
grab
down.
a good blanket and let's go for the match.
I can't even get into... I'm gonna close Blood Bowl and reopen it, folks, because I can't even get into Cabal TV.